Walk around. Before you start the machine, make sure to perform a daily walk-around. Begin at the operator's ladder. Check transmission fluid level to the left of the ladder. As you walk forward, look at the center articulation area. Look for wear in the driveline area. Inspect the hoses and couplings to make sure they're in place and tight, and there are no leaks. As the safety section of the OMM indicates, don't check for hydraulic leaks with your fingers. Move to the left front tire. Look for embedded stones, foreign material, and cuts in the tire, making sure to inspect both the tread and the sidewall area. Check for cracks or loose parts on the rim, as well as loose lug nuts. Examine the tire's rolling radius, as it will give you an indication of inflation pressure. You'll need more tire pressure in the front than in the rear for when the machine is lifting heavy loads. Look behind the tire to be sure the axle seal is not leaking. Next, move to the lift arms. Inspect for wear in the pen areas, loose or broken remote greasing tubes, loose or leaking lines, fittings, or hose clamps. If your machine is equipped with a coupler, check it for wear. Now, let's take a look at the bucket. Start with the cutting edge. If it's not square with the ground, that's often an indication of an underinflated tire, or maybe a tire going down on that side. Inspect the edge for loose, broken, or missing parts. Look for unusual wear patterns and cracked welds around the bucket. Inspect the overspill protector if equipped. Check for any bends in the metal, as well as broken bolts. Examine the cylinder rod. Make sure the tilt rod is not scratched. Move to the right front tire, giving this area the same inspection as the other side. Check the center articulation area as you walk past. Look at the cab area, checking for broken glass. Inspect the right rear tire as the others. Check the dust bowl or pre-cleaner. Next, check the engine enclosure screens. These screens are small enough to remove material from the airstream so it will not pass through the radiator. If a particle can pass through the mesh screen, it can pass through the radiator fence. This area should be inspected for damage. Remove any foreign material. The reversing fan option will also remove this material. Now, open the engine enclosure doors. Take time to inspect the engine compartment, checking for debris on both sides of the firewall. Make sure there are no leaks. Check the engine dipstick. Check the engine oil with a white towel. If there is any fuel in the oil, it will separate from the engine oil first, leaving a bullseye look on the cloth. The odor of the oil will also reveal antifreeze contamination. Check the air cleaner service indicator and service if needed. Check coolant level. Examine the fuel-water separator and release any water that is collected in the bowl. Look at your engine and fuel filters to ensure no leaks. Cat small wheel loaders come standard with an electric fuel priming pump. Now, open the left side door and then the rear door. Secure the rear door with the safety brace. The 3-door design allows ground-level access to all the service and inspection points. Check the screens on the left side door for debris. Inspect the fuel cooler, hydraulic oil cooler, the charge air cooler, and the hydraulic oil filter, making sure there is no debris and there are no leaks. Check the fins on the heat exchangers. Bent fins can prevent proper airflow. Make sure that they are clean, because even a small amount of oil can cause dust to stick and build up and cause overheating. Inspect the fan enclosure. Check for leaks and broken fan blades. Check for damage to the fan housing. Make sure there are no leaks on the fan motor. Take a good look at the radiator. Also check the fuel cap. Close the fan, then move to the left side door. check the hydraulic oil filter. Look for exhaust leaks around the turbo and exhaust manifold. Inspect the V-belt for cracks and appropriate tension. Make sure the air intake hoses are intact and the connections tight. Close the left side door. Move to the left rear tire and inspect it as you did the others. Look under the machine one more time to make sure there are no leaks or any other problems that you may have overlooked. Go back to the right side of the machine. Turn on the battery disconnect switch and close the door.